Welcome to Slow Home. Too many people live in badly designed houses, and we want to change that.
Today is Tuesday, September the 7th, and this is the first day of our review week. As you remember, we finished our 9-month-long Slow Home project last Friday, and before we start our fall programming schedule, we wanted to spend some time sharing the initial results of the survey, as well as telling you about the Slow Home Award winners.
So we also hoped everybody enjoyed watching our blooper episode yesterday and had a good laugh. Send us your comments if you want to put anything down about it.
Exactly. Today we're going to be looking at our work in Vancouver. You all submitted a total of 572 projects over 3 weeks as we looked at the 3 house categories. So we had a large volume of work to look at. And what was really interesting is that 79% of those projects exceeded the minimum design quality threshold of 13 out of 20 on the Slow Home test. Actually, it's a very, very high number.
Yeah, and it's quite an anomaly because a lot of the cities we looked at, the number was really, really low. 60% of the projects, for example, did not even reach 13 out of 20, and in Vancouver, 79% were 13 or higher.
Exactly.
So that was really good.
So let's have a look at some of the at the graphs, and this is the total number, and we can see how much. You know, that's really high for
very high
for
a city, yeah.
For the city, and actually looking at the at these results, we see that it's only environmental performance that actually fails and gets below 50%, and even it though is still relatively high.
Yeah, much higher than other
38%.
places. Yeah.
So looking at the details in the apartment loft category, 80% are above the minimum.
That's excellent.
And almost 30% are in the actual slow category, and nobody significantly was in the or 0% was in the fast category. So again, really quite good. Interestingly enough, the study fails, which
we knew about.
Which we knew about. We see that.
And environmental performance as well.
But look at it, it's at 45%.
Yeah.
Which is still.
And location is interesting because it got such a high score, which you'd expect from
95%.
Yeah, but Vancouver they've done a really good job organizing their urban cores, so it makes a lot of sense that they would get that.
That's right. Townhouses, we start to see it shifting down a little bit. There was 65%, which is still incredibly
good.
High for overall, and we see that there's 14% are in the slow category and 51% are in the moderately slow. So half of all townhouses are actually in that category,
which is great.
Which is really interesting, and only 2% are fast. We see more problems starting to crop up with entry, which is typical.
Typical for a townhouse, yeah.
That's right. Environmental performance is still low, and then some of those other things, laundries and studies, when they're trying to fit into those narrow lot houses. There are some very nice designs in Vancouver, and actually, I was looking through them again and noticing how many did a good job with parking.
Yeah,
it was quite interesting. And then we get to the single family, and even here it's not great, but 5% of them are slow.
Yeah,
which is really interesting.
Yeah,
and 7% of them are fast.
Yeah,
so
and single family houses on all the cities have scored the lowest. I mean, that's where
right.
Most of the design problems have occurred in this housing type. But Vancouver is still higher than most other cities.
34%.
Yeah, so that's still much better.
I'm pretty. You can start to see here one of the the big issues, right?
Right, location, because obviously
you've got,
yeah.
And then environmental performance is still low. But then after that, it's
not so bad.
It's not so bad, not great. There's a lot of C grades and the rest. So that's what's going on in Vancouver. A bright note within the Slow Home project, and I think tomorrow we're going to start to look at Philadelphia.
Yeah, we also today wanted to announce the Slow Home Award winners in all the categories that was voted on by you guys. So starting with the apartment loft category, so this was the best apartment loft. It was awarded to Woodward's District, which W32 Plan A was our plan that we used. The developer was the West Bank Projects Corporation, and the architect was Enrique's Partners, and it had a walk score of 89 out of 100, and the building, of course, was LEED Silver.
Right, so here we can see the front page, and the floor plan for the winning scheme, and it really is a lovely,
very
lovely
efficient,
design.
Nicely done.
Yeah, it is really something. In the townhouse category, the Hub was the winner. It was Townhouse A. The developer is Liberty Homes, and the architect was NSDA Architects. It's a LEED Silver project, and it had a walk score of 43 out of 100. So not quite not quite the same level, but it's a university-based project. So
Right. It was close to the campus.
quite
I think.
interesting, yes. And so there we can see the idea of the modern, responsible community, and the floor plan.
Floor plan was really simple.
Very nice.
Yeah, very efficient floor plan. So in the single-family house category, the winner was the Shore House, and the developer was Surfside Developments, and the architect was Kirschbaumer Design. I hope I said that right. It had a walk score of 82 out of 100, and this is a LEED Platinum house, so it was a pretty high environmental performance project.
Exactly. It's a nice design. It's actually about 2,800 square feet, so
it's a good-sized house. Yeah.
And it's got a detached garage, very nice plan, central stair, well organized with living, dining, and a family room at the back off of the kitchen. Good bedrooms. It's just
no, it's
very
really
nice.
well done.
The last project is an Editor's Choice Award. It was actually really hard to narrow down who was going to win, surprisingly enough, in the single-family house category, and so we decided to give an Editor's Choice Award to the Laneway Loft House. The developer's Small Work Studio, a very small design build project. And this is really interesting on a whole bunch of levels.
Yeah, this is, I mean, from a space use in the city, developing the laneways has been done in other cities, not so much in Vancouver, but they've really come up with, I think, a real sort of West Coast sort of contemporary look. And just excellent space usage. I mean, it for what they've got in this plan, it really feels a lot bigger than the square footage that it is.
Exactly.
Very well
done.
done.
And the whole laneway idea is a slow idea.
Yeah.
So congratulations to all of the winners, and we have more details about each project in today's post.
So thanks for watching, and tomorrow we're going to be looking at Philadelphia.